Hey everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of the Joe Somebody Show. It's the show on the internet where absolutely nothing happens. If you've never seen this show before, I'm sorry for what's fixing to happen. But if you have seen this show before, I'm sorry for what's fixing to happen. Here lately, I've stopped to take a look at the people around me and how those people make me feel. And for some reason, more times than not, I feel very angry. One such thing that's making me angry is the fact that we don't really like the apartment that we were living in. We moved here mainly to save money and to try to figure out where we wanted to go, and we've only learned one thing, that we don't want to be here. Since moving into these apartments, they've been taken over by a new management company, and that company is retarded. They've come in and they've decided that they want to make some changes. That's great. We're all for changes. There's a lot of stuff here that needs to change. But for whatever reason, the changes that they're making don't seem to be very helpful. For instance, one of the first things that they did was they came in and put down some sod. I love grass. Grass is awesome. I love grass just like anybody else loves grass. The only problem is, it didn't help my apartment. It's still a piece of crap. They also decided that for the tenant's safety, they're going to be issuing fire extinguishers that must be mounted in the kitchen. However, they didn't actually bring us the fire extinguishers to mount in the kitchen, they just gave us the letters. And the letter's very helpful, really. Because these buildings have a little bit of age on them, they decided they wanted to pressure wash the outside of the building on the front and the back and make it look so much better, and you know, it could use that. But they went around and stuck these little pieces of paper in everybody's door that was somewhat threatening, that we must remove everything from our back patio, which for me is a grill and a toolbox, move them out of the way so they can pressure wash the back of the building. I'm like, where are we going to move it? The letter also states that we can't park directly in front of our building on the days that they're going to be pressure washing the front side. And again, where are we going to park? It's not like there's an overabundance of parking spots here. I mean, these are crappy little townhouses. The worst part of the letter is they're actually saying that if you do not get your car out of the way by the day of the pressure washing, that they're going to have it towed at my expense. So let me get this straight. In order to improve my quality of life at this apartment complex, you want to have my car towed from in front of my apartment at my expense. I'm not trying to seem like I don't want to cooperate. I'll do whatever to help improve these buildings. I just don't really understand why they're demanding that our cars be moved or they're going to be towed. That seems a little harsh. It's actually kind of funny because the piece of paper they gave us to remind us that they're going to be doing it this week actually says on the top of it that it's our third. It's like a mixture between second and third warnings. It's our third warning to get our cars out of the way so that they're not towed. The management. They've also let us know that they really, really want us to have renter's insurance. And the way that they let us know that is by saying that they are requiring that we obtain renter's insurance or they'll acquire it for us. I don't really even understand that. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't insurance only cover my belongings inside the apartment, not any damage done to the apartment? So how can they require that I cover my belongings? I don't know. I don't get it. Well, not to worry. We will be moving out of these apartments pretty soon. We've already located a place that we want to live. We filled out the application to go there, and we're just waiting to hear back from the people. But you know, that's not the only thing I was really talking about. One of the other things is, you know, the bombings that went on in Boston, it's just hard to realize that there are people that you're going to school with that you might have known your whole life that are capable of becoming terrorist-type bombers. All of Abba-dabba-dooby-dab's friends said that he didn't seem like the kind of person that could carry out a terroristic act, or, you know, they would never suspect him of doing something of that magnitude. And then today I find out that there are guys that have had 3 girls in their basement for like 10 years. Their neighbors were coming over and hanging out and having cookouts with them. Nobody ever suspected a thing. The whole time, 3 girls were in their basement for 10 years. I mean, these girls went from girls to women in the basement of somebody's house. We live in a very strange world these days, and as times change, I start to feel a little more and more scared of where our future is going to go. I wonder what kind of world my son is going to live in once I'm dead and gone. What kind of world are my grandchildren going to live in when my son's dead and gone? That's a scary thought, I know. And on the last note is something I've touched on a couple times before and makes me sound like an unbelievable loser. But, you know, I try to be real and honest and personable, so I feel like it's worth mentioning. I once again have looked around myself and realized that I don't have any friends. I'm not going for sympathy here, and I know that there are a lot of people, you know, like my family who say that, you know, they're also my friend and everything, but I mean, true friends that, you know, I've spent a lot of time with, I don't really have a best friend. I mean, I do, but my best friend is my wife, and other than that, like, I just don't have anybody to share things with. A while back, my parents had a party, and they told me I could invite a couple of my friends to it, you know, because there's going to be music and food and stuff. And I looked around and realized I don't have anybody to invite. If you consider yourself a friend of mine, do not think that I don't appreciate you, because I do. I really do. I just feel like I don't have that many close friends. But considering the possibility that somebody that was a close friend of mine could turn out to be a bomber or have 3 women locked up in their basement, I guess that's okay. I know this has been somewhat of a ranty type video, and I didn't really mean it to, and it's time to end this madness. So as always, thank you for watching this video. I'm Joe Somebody, and I'll see you next time.